Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you the best plus fastest way to complete the entire Union Depository contract in GTA 5 Online to make yourself over $560,000 in only 15 minutes completely solo. Alright, so to start the Union Depository contract, it's very simple. What you first need to do is own a auto shop, because once you own one, you'll then want to enter inside, walk upstairs, and up here you'll see the contract board. At this contract board will be 3 random auto shop robbery contracts, which could possibly be the Union Depository contract, but it also could possibly not. If you don't see it, all you'll want to do is start any one of these random auto shop robbery contracts that you want to, and once you start it, back out of the contract board completely and then walk outside of the auto shop. Once all the way outside, go onto your phone and call Santa. Once she picks up, you'll then want to click the top option where it says cancel contract. Once you cancel the contract, enter back inside of the auto shop, walk back upstairs, and here you'll see 3 brand new contracts, which hopefully now you see the Union Depository contract like I see in this case. If you don't see it still, you'll simply want to repeat that process once again until you see that contract, because once you do see it, you'll then want to start it, and here you'll see the 2 setups that we need to complete first. First one being called the elevator key setup, which is a very fast one to complete. Once you start this, the first thing you'll have to do is go over to a random apartment. In this case, I had to go over to the Long Bank West apartment, which once you go over to your apartment, you then want to enter inside of it, and then you'll need to locate a corrupt businessman. For this specific part, I definitely would recommend using the assault shotgun, since it is a really good gun to use for close range combat that allows you to take out all of these enemies with 1 or 2 shots. Once you take everyone out, you then want to push into the side room where the corrupt businessman is at and then take him out. Once you take him out, you then want to click right on the D-pad to collect his elevator key. After that, turn back around and go back over to the elevator to go downstairs, because here we'll need to locate a security vehicle, but this security vehicle will be defended by lots of enemies. So take out all of these enemies once again with the assault shotgun. After you took them all out, get inside of this security vehicle and then drive it out. Once you drive it out, it'll tell you to deliver this over to the auto shop, but shortly after, the location to the auto shop will disappear. Then you'll be given 3 marked locations to choose from to go park your security vehicle at, which it doesn't really matter which one you choose. Once you park it at any one of those 3 locations though, you'll then want to leave the area. Then once you left the area, here's how much money you'll get paid for passing the first setup mission for the Union Depository contract. As you'll see, $10,000. We are still not done though. We still need to do one more last setup mission before we have the finale for the Union Depository contract, and this second setup mission is called the Vault Code. It's a really easy mission that has you go over to LSIA and then steal a police Maverick that is guarded by 2 policemen, so take them both out first and then hop inside of the helicopter. Once inside the helicopter, you'll then be told to lose the cops, which to do this the best way possible, I recommend flying high up into the air and heading over to the exact location I'm heading towards right now, which is downtown Los Santos, and as long as you were going somewhat fast, you should have been able to lose the cop before you even get over to those main buildings. But once you lost the cops, you'll then need to look for a parking lot in this exact area, which once you find the parking lot, you then want to click right D-pad to use the scanner and look for this exact vehicle here on the screen. It's always going to be this exact same blue Porsche, so once you find the blue Porsche and you scanned it, you'll then want to exit out of the scanner and then back up your helicopter. That way you don't get the detection bar all the way full. From here, simply tail the bank manager all the way up until he arrives to a random hotel. Once he arrives at that hotel, you'll then want to wait until he is at one of the balconies. Once it tells you the area to go search for the bank manager at, you then want to find him, and then once you find him with that lady, you'll want to snap a picture of him once he is hugging the lady. Once you snapped a picture, you then want to wait for Santa to contact you. Then after, she'll tell you to leave the area, which once you left the area, you'll now pass this second setup mission and get paid $10,000 once again. Alright, but we are finally ready to do the finale for the Union Depository contract, which is called the robbery. As you can see right here on the contract board, we have now completed those 2 setup missions. So from here, go back on the contract board and we are now ready to start the finale, which for this finale, you could either do it solo or you could also do it with up to 3 friends. In this video, I will be doing it completely solo, but don't worry, I also will be showing you how much money you could possibly make if you did it with a full set of 3 friends. From here though, choose whatever weapon loadout you want to. In this case, I am choosing the Hustler weapon loadout, which is my personal favorite since it has the bullpup rifle. Once you start the Union Depository contract though, first thing you'll need to do is go over to where we parked our security vehicle during the setup mission and then get inside. Once inside that vehicle, you want to drive it across the street over into the Union Depository. Then just park it here at this yellow checkpoint and hop outside to walk all the way over here to the security guy and show him our security badge. Once he looks at the badge, enter inside the elevator and then use this badge to click right D-pad to enter it inside to go downstairs into the actual vault. From here, enter inside the vault door, and once in the vault, it's so simple from here. All we need to do is collect all 2 piles of the gold bars, which once we are completely at the full bag capacity, you want to go back and then enter inside the elevator to exit out of here. After you went through that cutscene, you'll then want to simply follow what I'm doing from here, but be very careful because this part can be a little bit difficult. So first of all, there will be 2 officers right here that you want to take out with a simple headshot, and all of the guards that we see, we want to take out with a headshot from here on out since it is a one-shot kill. And as you can see what I'm doing here on my screen, I'm trying to take them all out by an angle like this, that way they don't shoot me, but I am able to shoot them. We only really need to worry about all of the officers on the left since that is where the police vehicle that we are going to be using to escape here is located. So just take all of these guys on the left out with a headshot, and if you see any on the right starting to come towards you, of course take those guys out with a headshot as well. But once you take all of them out and the coast is clear, you want to come over here to the left and take out these 2 police officers guarding the car. After you take them out and you push a little bit forward, back up a little bit though, because there will be 4 more SWAT officers approaching you very soon that you want to take all of them out with a headshot once again. And after you took out those 4 SWAT officers, you are then clear to get inside of this police car, which once you get inside the car, I highly recommend opening your interaction menu and hovering over your snacks to start spamming them. That way you don't lose any health. And from there, follow where I'm going all the way through this part of the Union Depository onto the other side where we parked our getaway vehicle. And once over at our getaway vehicle, you want to, of course, get inside of there. That entire time, you also want to be spamming your snacks because you will be losing quite a bit of health that entire time on the way over to your getaway vehicle. But once in the getaway vehicle, you are pretty much clear from here. All you want to do is follow where I'm going over to the police station. And if you don't know what police station I'm heading towards, it is the one over here near the casino. I'm actually speeding up the gameplay right here on your screen. That way you can see exactly where I'm going towards right now. Because once over here on top of this actual police station will be a helicopter, which could either be a police helicopter or also an ambulance helicopter that we could use to fly all the way over to the actual client. Since as you'll see, the client is pretty far, it's usually around 4 to 6 miles away, so using this helicopter will speed up the process way faster. But yeah, once you did fly the helicopter all the way over to that client and dropped off the gold to her, here's how much money you'll get paid for passing the entire contract. As you'll see, contract pass, you'll get paid a total of $540,000 and also 3,000 RP on top. Which is honestly very good money, especially considering how easy this entire contract was from the 2 setups all the way down to the finale. In total, you should be completing this entire contract in under 20 minutes each time. And in case you are wondering how much money you could make more if you were to do this with 3 other friends, take a look. Here's how much money I made for getting this entire contract pass with 3 friends. As you could see, $670,000 instead. So it's completely up to you which way you decide to complete this contract, but just know it is worth doing this week in GTA 5 Online since it is paying this double money and double RP bonus. Anyway though, that is now going to be the end of today's video. You now know how to complete the entire Union Depository contract the best and also fastest way possible as a solo player in GTA 5 Online in 2026. If you went on to enjoy and you still haven't already, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like on the video before you click off. And of course, if you aren't, make sure you also hit that subscribe button. And with all of that being said, until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.